Hi guys, in this lecture we are going to explain how to create Firebase OTP verification in React Native application. For demonstrating this example, I have already created one project, PWT. If you are not aware how to create a React Native project, you can just run the command npx react native init Firebase OTP. Okay, so it will create a React Native project in the desktop. So I am going to run this project in my device. Just I am typing npm run android. So it will install the project in my device. We can wait for a few minutes. So I'm going to open my device using the Visa. Yes, my device is opening. The app is going to be installed. So it is going to complete in our device. I'm just open my device in my code in our VS Code, so you can see my code is running. So meanwhile, we can complete the Firebase setup, right? So for getting to the Firebase, go to the Firebase, create a project. So I'm going to create OTP verification. We can just type OTP verification, create a project, continue, select the account, default Firebase account, create the project. So it will create a Firebase project in our Firebase console. Now the app is installed in our device. You can see app installation is completed, app is loading, package is running, and also our project is completed. Click on the continue button. Okay, now I am going to create an Android project. Click on the Android. We need to add the package name. So for that one, go into the project, click on Android app src main Android main first file. So you can see the Firebase com.firebase OTP. We can just copy the package name from here, paste it here, register the app. Yes, we can skip the downloading for now. Skip it, skip, continue to the console. So it will redirect into our console. Go to the project settings. Here you can see project setting. So we need to add the SHA key here. So for that one, what you have to do, go to React Native SHA key, React Native CLI. You will get the command from here. Copy this command. For production also, you need to create the SHA key. Here I am only generating for debug. So copy this command. Go to the project, Android cd app, clear. Just paste this command and remove the relative path. Debug key store. If you are looking for a production environment, you need to create production SHA key also. So here I am only generating debug key. We will generate the debug key here, SHA-256 key. Copy this SHA-256 key. Copy this one. Paste it here. Add fingerprint. You can just paste it here. Click save button. So it will add the SHA key. Now what the next thing what we need to do, go to the authentication section. click get started. Here you can see phone, click on the phone, click enable. So it will ask to add additional configuration. Click on the Android section. So it will ask to add Android device check API. So here you can see two-step enable phone number in sign in your Firebase projects, which is we are already done, right? The second step, they are asking enable app verification. For that, what you have to do, click on the Android device check API link. Click this one. Okay, so this is another project. Click on the project section. Here you can see all projects. Click on the OTP verification project. Enable it. So we have then enabled Android device verification API for this project. So you need to be very careful whenever you are selecting the project. You should select your own project. So it enabled. So if you just refresh, you can see it's enabled. Now what you need to do, click save button and go to the project settings, project overview. Click on the project settings. Here you can see the service file. You can just download that service file. Copy that from download section to our project. Copy desktop, Firebase OTP, Android app. Here we need to paste that one. We can just paste it here. Yes. Now we can just build the application once more. We can just build the application once more. npm run Android. So we have completed our all Firebase setup. So before going to before going to project build the project, we can just complete the project in library installation. So for that one, what you have to do, go to React Native Firebase. Here React Native Firebase. We need to install the library. So we have completed the React Native setup. We have created the project. So we can just add this library for now. So go here, yarn add React Native Firebase. So it will add the library into our project. We need to set up, we have already added Google service file. Now we need to add this dependency inside Android build.gradle. So we can go here, click Android, this is the Android build.gradle. We can just add it here. Yes, we have added that one. Now the next thing what we have to do, we need to add this on the top of Android app build.gradle. We need to be careful. This is Android build.gradle and this is Android app build.gradle. So we can go for Android app build.gradle. Paste it here. You can already see an apply button here. So apply section. You can just add below that one. And the next section we can skip for iOS for now. We can just run the project. So clear this one. Also you can add Firebase auth app. So Firebase auth library. For that one, go to the usage section. You can copy this one. Yarn add @React Native Firebase auth. So we can install that one also, which we are going to use in our project. So we need two library. One is React Native Firebase /app. Second thing is React Native Firebase /auth. So we installed all the library. Now what we can do, we can run the project once more. So npm run Android. So we have completed all the projects library setup and Firebase setup. Now we only need remaining is to code in React Native to trigger the OTP from React Native. So we can just jump into that one also. Let's wait to complete this project. Yes, the project is building. You can see React Native Firebase app is installing, and also it's combining React Native Firebase Auth. This is the both two library which we need in this project. It's installing the app in our device. Yes, installing APK. Now what we need, we can go to the authentication section, select phone auth. Yes, it's completely completed the installation. We can just copy the code for testing the phone authentication. We can just go here. You can see authentication phone auth, phone authentication. Here is the sample code. We can just copy this one and go to the app.js file. We can just remove all other things, paste it here, and make this class as app, not phone authentication. We can just export this one. Yes, you can just make this as a functional component, const app. Fine. Now let's see, we can just refresh it. Yes, const app is here. We have to close this here, and we can just refresh this one. Oh, we are facing some issues, Yes. Now we can just trigger an OTP. Click on the phone number, sign in. Wait for a moment. Yes, OTP is received. We can just type 433-834. So if you just click confirm code, so it show an invalid code error. So I will explain why this error is happening. So if you look into the Stack Overflow, it will give a complete explanation, because whenever you are receiving an OTP, so Android itself verify that OTP. So that's why we are not able to receive that. It showing the invalid OTP. Still we are added the OTP correctly. Why this is happening? Because Android itself in the background it's verified the OTP. For recovering these issues, what you have to do, go to the usage section, use the function on auth state change. So we can just copy that function. You can just copy this one here, paste it here. Fine. So what this function will give, whenever the verification is happened in the background or in the foreground, it will give the correct user detail. So we can just get the user detail and we can just navigate into next screen. So the background validation process will happen behind the scene. So we can just copy this method and just paste this method. Also we need a callback for on auth change, which is we are declared here, and we can just console the detail here, console.log user. Now if you just refresh the function once more, we can just yes, there is one error is giving use effect is not valid, so we can just add use effect also. Sorry, it should be in the React. So yes, use effect is also added. We can just refresh the function, and if I call the phone number sign in, let's see what happened. Yes, you can see we are receiving the user detail, by background, which is already verified. You can go to the Firebase section here. If you just refresh this one, you can see message is still arrived. Before message, we have received the user detail, because in the background itself it's verified. So you can see the detail also in Firebase console. Clear? So if you get an OTP expire, so what you have to do, use the function auth on auth changed. Otherwise you can just use confirm dot confirmation, so it will confirm the OTP. Clear? So we can jump into the next lecture.